Fastest lap stolen from Christian Mansell. In comes Simonetti now. It's towards Ascari. Oh, dearie me! Oh my goodness me! A huge collision.
Front left to right rear.
Yeah, absolutely right. It's it's science, I suppose, physics at this point at this point in time. But Mansell now down into the next chicane. Once again, Lubin taking a look for Garcia. Oh no! A spin again at Ascari. This time, Freddie Lubin off the track.
Simonetti, how brave is the Italian? Well, he was, but he just simply ran out of road. Turns into the back of Goethe, the championship leader.
Necessarily as fast as Simonetti on the outset. There you can see them coming together. The front nose on Simonetti's BVM car. Let's see what happened to him as they made their way around. Oh yeah, there was those collisions. So he got caught up in all of that, I think, heading through this point. And there you have it. Yeah, he's off the track at that point. So that's why Ghilardoni fell down. But to be fair,
particularly if we cast our mind back to the Red Bull Ring, that huge accident, turned around.
In fact, you could argue he started it.
As the two Oregon cars go side by side and both decide to cut the chicane. Oh, he's been collected big time by Jedlinski. Two Oregon cars side by side. Wow, in the background, Jedlinski, bang, runs right into the back of Janine Schaffner, comes back onto the circuit and has taken out. Wow. Highlights of a replay of the start. Joe Osborne has to give the place back as Backler turns around to Falco.
Switches to the outside, leading through turn one. Contact! Contact there, a wing mirror went flying off. And Leo Lucas, can he keep it on the track? Oh, dearie me, and that is the Olymp Audi.
Bash in the wall.
Carol Bash. Car. This is the incident and slamming straight into the wall. What about clearing the car as well? We're just
guessing
watching.
He's hit the wall on the inside. Yep, smack, exactly. And the Romanian's afternoon comes to an end right there. Glauco Solieri.
Both looking to secure a victory for the first time this season, and they know how much. It looks like we've got an overtake further on the field as well, and that's what happened. Jack Young, Franco Girolami, contact with the rear. Realistic championship challengers, as we've seen a little bit of contact there. So we saw Coronel just bringing the car back under control, and Lopez. So let's have a look exactly what happened there. Just runs wide, straight into the barriers, far too much speed. And the last part of the Ascari of corners, and the reward is a big fat stinking kiss onto the barriers and into retirement, and that is a massive shunt. So hopefully,
Paul Kahope it was fastest in practice yesterday. Bang. This is exactly what happened. Trying to make the place, loses traction and smack. Into the wall goes the Belgian and rights off the right rear. This is what happened just a few moments ago. Oh, going around, Louis Maric did well.
A gente teve carros parados na pista, como o Gaetano de Mauro, você está revendo aí. O Tuca bateu no único setor onde não tinha proteção de pneus ali no escape da última curva e acabou danificando bastante.
Vai cravar de novo 100% de erro nos nossos palpites. Nós somos... Não é possível. Tomando a segunda posição, Rubinho é o terceiro, Bruno Batista em quarto e o Juninho Campos já atravessa ali no meio do pelotão. Suzuki tem que se segurar.
Os carros nas duas primeiras posições, desde os tempos de
Sebring. E tem toque aí de novo, Marcos Gomes. O Diego Nunes já rodou ali, consegue voltar. Aparentemente com o Sérgio Jimenez. O Andy já se deu muerta. Essa saída lado a lado, que cena impressionante. Uma batida forte ali com o Bruno Batista. O Denis sai ali.
Nossa, o Matias.
Rapaz,
dois. Por um triz, olha só, por coisa de 5 centímetros.
Exatamente. Olha, a gente tem que falar que um pneu desse aí pesa em média 30 quilos, né? Ele é danado, ali beliscou a zebra de um lado, beliscou de outro, e aí teve uma contribuição. Eles vinham lado a lado com o João Bortoluzzi. Aí o João segurou e o Rafa Velho vinha ali de trás, acabou acertando. O Júnior já vem por dentro também para assumir a terceira posição de prova, e já tem gente rodando aqui atrás, e são os irmãos Reis que se tocam ali. Também quem vai ter que vir para a box é o Bruno Pierozan. Bruno Pierozan e Thiago Freitas terão que vir para a box por conta de para-choque. Ganha a posição, olha essa galera que vem de trás aí. O Lucas Bornemann que vem puxando. Opa, Felipe Pique segura, foi na grama, foi no pocotó, segurou no braço. Posição de prova, o Léo Rufino passa. O Lucas também passa ali, leva o fim no... Opa! E aí vai para fora da pista ali o Lucas. Vai pra grama, enquanto a gente vai revendo aí. Olha onde foi, meu amigo, que cena. Ali é o túnel. Parisotto.
He was on the runoff area, one off onto the grass as well, but I think it's in P4.
Oh, Felipe Praga, I think puncture. Left rear looks like it's gone.
The right-hand side there, going up the inside of 4 cars. That all worked, and then he just got tagged, I think, on the way out of the corner. It's woeful that continues.
Bortolotti's on a charge here. I was saying how he'd gone around the outside.
So, another bad day at the office, I'm afraid, for Felipe Praga. Sent back into the pits with this red flag. But we've also got a 3-place grid penalty for Leon Kohler for exceeding track limits 4 times. We get a replay. That was a big hit, wasn't it? He just couldn't get the car stopped. That wet gravel will have compacted as well. As Vantoor tries to go around the outside, but doesn't. There's contact as Mario Engel comes up the inside of Laurens Vantoor, clashes into the Porsche.
Down then towards turn number 4. There's this contact between P3 and 4. Off the circuit we go for Cal Halper. He's racing for his grandma. And wow, what performances. We see a car up in the air there. The nose is up in the air of Cal Halper. I think you'll find us Daniel Gregor off the circuit here as well. He's going to beach it here. Back onto the circuit. The BWT has had a bit of contact there with the pink AMGs. And how is the Porsche still going? How is actually Cal Halper? The puncture might have already happened actually in terms of the braking. No, tyre looks good there. Yeah, a little bit of contact with the left of Hoffman's car and get back up into 3rd position. Round the outside then of Hanke. And there's contact between Hanke and Ricky Capo. Almeida then has lost it as well. The contact happens. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I think Hanke was just going too quick for the corner. So that's where the major contact happened. And as we head down into turn number 4 here, yeah, the damage is already done. So the front right is completely snapped here, isn't it? Had no ability to get that car turned. To see what's happened here. Well, we're seeing the aftermath. And that is a massive hit into the wall.
Mies is well ahead. Marshall suddenly coming back on the outside. That is the 71 car that goes spinning. And you can see with the onboard camera how short the view is. And it was Iron Chang Guven who got into the back of the car in front and spun around.
You may remember Marcus Winkelhock collided with the 63 car last time and huge damage to Luca Engstler's 15 car.
BMW of Jesse Krohn. So the 22 car has been in the battles for the last, well, make this 4th race in a row. Schiller is through. Did not expect to see that, but problems at the back. That's Joe Sturm who's sideways. He's also tagged Yusuf Vega, so Sturm's
Thing, of course, the cars ultimately are only tin. Not the ADAC board again. No, he did well to avoid it. But unfortunately, I think in avoiding it, he ended up hitting the barriers. And, oh, yeah, that's heavy.
One, wasn't it? Yeah.
That's bad.
Back as well, so.
Of some description, certainly it doesn't look like the car wants to turn particularly. And, oh, that's a big hit for Roland Hurtner. Roland Hurtner hit the gravel coming out of turn 8.
To power up again to just drive up the hill and ease JK into the gravel. He's got more, but is there room to get through? Contact between the Hyundai and the Julia, and around goes Nicky Katzberg.
getting swallowed by the pack is Lauren Heinrich, who leads into turn 1. Here comes Schering on the outside, but problems further back. That looked like Lorcan, Hannafin and Hoogvan. Great move from Hartog. He just kept it together, and that is why Dylan Pereira dropped back through the pack. It was him who got together, locking it up into turn 1, but keeps it all together. But that is Lucas Groneveld, who spins around and he jump starts from that angle, but then just as well I'm not stewarding, eh? But the guesting Willem Meyer has got a 5-second time penalty as we look again at that incident to the corner and tagging the car in front. And the 44 car's turned around, and it might be the stewards.
Who comes down the inside. Linkeng, the BT group, has nosed in the lead, and finally Linkeng has got a decent bottom of the hill. Look at the 99, lucky low for Toro, mixing it up there, and oh, Linkeng's gone wide, and there's been an accident further back. Some of the AstroTurf pulled up, and there's another bump there. This is going to be a big accident, a very big accident. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars involved.
So what's happened here? That's 15 and 17 getting together. Yellow flags at turn 1 and then clattering the rear wingers.
A wide, but it was at Orrible.
It was Radion.
And Radion.
Wow.
So a spin. Wow, how many times did he go round? And back across the track and very nearly cleaned out Sarah Bovey.
Oh, that's the 21 Muller car. He's had a huge moment through.
And amazingly, there's contact. There was contact with the Rinaldi Racing Ferrari that caused that spin. And again, he was on the outside of a GT car. Here at the inside of a couple of LMP. Sideways and into the back and right in front of the race leader, Tom Gamble, who did manage to find his way through the carnage. There was a half spin for the 27 car coming out of the bus stop chicane as well. Decision normally has to be made pre-qualifying, so it's not as if, there's already an issue. And that's the 43 car. Is that not the car that leads a championship? So again, an idea of how little grip there is. And into the barrier.
Wolf.
Yeah, it's pushed it back a little bit, the barrier.
Deep on the brakes into the corner. I sense there was contact with the Car Guy Racing Ferrari, and the two championship challengers have touched. Cozzolino must get out of the car. Wonder NSX with damage, and there we are, turn 7. The Chevrolet went up the inside. Oh, dearie me, the number 44 Chevrolet gave it a real clout. A helping hand, Andrew McPherson turns in, but the Comet Racing NSX was diving up the inside. That was not the most skillful moment.
Great start there for Beretta to grab the lead. Let's look at the replay. Everyone just fanning out, and there wasn't room for Chandler. David Askew took a big lunge. Did Frank see him coming? Was there contact? I think there was.
There was. You can see the front dive planes flipped up there on the Mercedes.
Spot, Schwest's got his hands full. He'll drop another spot to Pilgrim. Bell is off. Big off. Jason Bell just made the pass.
He turns into turn 5 and just runs a little bit wide, just understeers out wide, loses the rear end and backs it in. One car actually, that was Anderson who made that Bell move out there. It was a spin. That's James Clay, the championship.
Big move by PJ Gronke in that Mini to the outside. And a big contact there. A couple of minis go off.
Dreamy, I think, going to take the lead over this jump. He's got the inside of the contact.
To the chicane, I'm not sure he's going to block him off. Sasha Lenz is on the gravel and he's going to struggle to get that stopped, and I really hope there's not further contact. And he's been completely sideways in front of the pack. I didn't see if there was any contact further back. He's been caught up. Now hopefully they can all get away from that. There's more contact, and there's sparks for Antonio Albacetti's truck, and he's gone straight into Adam Lachko, who's gone around, and is he going to get clipped by anybody else? There is another truck involved. And Jamie Anderson in third, and then you've got Adam Lachko and Sasha Lenz leaning on each other. That's John Newell and Heinrich Clemens Hecker having a big old hit.
Ahora sí, pero por afuera. ¡Uy, se tocaron! Se engancharon. Reutemann y Aldriguetti otra vez. Que va a ser primero en el frenaje Vodanovic. A ver cómo doblaron. ¡Uy! Ya sacudieron a 1, a 2. Cobatti, quedó cruzado el Chiqui Grosso. ¡Qué despiole!
Tenemos la reiteración Gambarte. Mira cómo se le puso, ¿no?
Claro, ahí se le cruzó. Por esquivarlo, claro.
Mirá.
Por esquivarlo la ligó el Chiqui, ¿no? Uy, claro. No, la no era el Chiqui, Sebastián NG. Entró medio pasado, ¿no? Y ahí lo acomodaron.
Think at that point he's almost done with lateral and the thing continues to spin around. Maybe he's just too high and had to put a little extra wheel in right on corner exit.
Yeah, one of the things that we find with the resin is as they run, car's moving around a lot. The car just steps around on him. There's a bump right over the tunnel there, Jeff, in 3 and 4. And it looked like the car just hopping a little bit. So clearly he was just some contact with Ty Dillon right there. Ty comes up the racetrack. 47 comes down the racetrack. There's a tire failure into the corner.
And I believe the yellow was out because when he went by the yellow light into turn 1, I thought I saw it flashing, Junior. Wow.
I thought it was flashing as well. Very fast. You have to imagine there had to have been a tire issue as the right rear tire is down right there. 30 green flag laps. The bump. Doesn't that look like a bump to you, not a right rear tire issue?
I don't know. I couldn't. I'd like to get another shot and see that again. We can see the right rear.
On pit road, right where they put fuel in.
Drop it down, roll forward. Drop it down, roll forward. Drop it down, roll.
Wheel not on.
Cody Ware loose in the middle of the corner, and Not sure if he overcorrects the car or if the car had a mechanical issue, but it turns directly right into the outside wall and then into the inside wall. Almost, look how close it was to hitting the blunt end.
Chase Elliott into the wall. You see the fire coming out the right side. And he comes right back in front of the field.
Fire on the right side here.
Yeah, this thing.
Oh, looks like something broke. I mean, he had a moment. You see the smoke out the back of the car, hard contact with the right rear. Comes back around, swings into the right front.
Didn't make it into the playoffs. And up into the wall. The 4 blew a right rear tire.
Hold it, hold the brake, hold the brake,
While
hold the brake.
leading Kevin Harvick into the wall.
Stay up there, be careful.
As he goes into turn 3, you see it.
That seems to be a consistent number.
Yeah.
34, 35.
Looks like there's some contact.
Oh, the
We
24
remember
of Byron.
11 ran him into the fence off of turn 2. Byron takes that opportunity to possibly retaliate, hitting the wall. Look at that. Thing just came around on him. Look at Cindric. Wow, man. Look at this. What a move. I mean, I'll be honest with you. This has already happened. There was something happened way before this. A lot of contact. The 10 spinning because of that. So this was much after the fact that got the 10 spun out here.
A little bit of contact. Around he went.
Yeah, he'd made contact with the inside wall.
In that outside lane, and clearly some sort of an issue, whether it's a tire down, mechanical issue, but something, the car just would not turn.
Also with a great restart, around goes the cars behind them. The 10 got caught up in this.
That's Allmendinger.
Allmendinger in the 16 on the bottom of the racetrack.
100 right here, I think. Oh, he's loose.
Oh, no, he's in the wall. Hard into the wall. Wow. The 7 of Allgaier as well. Brandon Jones is in it. Hemrick is involved.
Down the back straightaway. What?
Well, you got him sideways, got him loose.
Yeah, well, something may have happened that we didn't see. That
Caution on the speedway. 2 cars tangling on the top of turn number 4. Sheldon Hodenshield and the 7S of Robbie Price. Logan Schuhart slide job, and they get together, and Schuhart's into the wall and upside down. Red flag conditions on the speedway.
Derecha de Manolín. La derecha delantera, ahí va a pegar al muro. ¿Dónde queda la rueda? Porque llega a pits sin la llanta y no se ve por ahí.
Mira, Pato, viendo el impacto, pareciera.
The number 6 up the inside, down at turn 11, but couldn't Mia's lay on the brakes and there's contact.
Already then some drama here for the Asia Talent Cup.
A trick or two. Oh, Mia's down at the front. He's took the front down at turn 9.
Ducati just doesn't have the data that these guys have. Oh, Cam Peterson. What just happened there? Cam just crashed up in turn 2. No, but Cam's been really...
Oh, rider down to the back.
Maybe riders. It looked like more than one. Is it just one, Greg? It is just one. He gets in there, and it looks like he's going to have a little help. Yeah, it looks like you can see there. This is up over the top of the hill. This is probably going to be our first incident. Yep, down through turn 13. Probably lost the front.
Yeah.
See, Emerson's going to lose it out of the right-handers where he's going to lose it, and the bike's going to come all the way down the track there. And 2 bikes sliding along. All the riders able to miss it.
Another one. Look at this race for the lead. Corey Ventura comes in to the back. You can see he just could not shut it down.
6 voltas para o final. Aí o toque. Aí o toque caiu manete, os dois no chão. Os dois no chão, você vê. Tá na pegada todo mundo junto, misturado. Tem moto no chão. Não, Gabriel Silva. Na imagem tinha Mauro Tomasini, me parece o Jonas McDonald. 1:36.5 para o Lincoln Melo. As gêmeas. Na primeira perna das gêmeas já veio ali, dando um sufoco, vindo para cima do Caio. Tem piloto no chão. Ele fazendo a ultrapassagem. E aí foi embora. Tudo bem com o vovô, é lógico.
Oh, wow, yeah, face plant and cartwheel. Reese Carter would have been proud of that.
On an established HRC. Seaward down.
Seaward faults the front. Faults the front, yes or no? Oh, just pushes the front. Caught the foot peg as well. Yeah. Anstey gets a good start from the inside for GB, or is it Tommy Searle? Actually, Searle goes down. So GB and Ferrandis in there as well, 15. And that may also put Australia in a good position for a potential silver medal. Watch this here. Dylan Ferrandis folded the front going up. And Maxim Renault and Chase Sexton.